today I'm here to speak for peace. I'd like to start by saying that our perspective determines our narrative. The way we see things determines how we interpret them. It determines how we tell our story. There's a quote by John Adams, the second president of the United States of America. He said that all problems are opportunities in disguise. You know, the countries we look up to, America and the rest, they were not always this way. It took people, collective effort, to take it to where we see it today and want to be. In Nigeria, we see problems, right? But we can change the way we address it. We can change the way we look at it. How about you see it as life giving you an opportunity to write your name on the sands of time? How about you see it as an opportunity for you to build a legacy? How about you see it as a time for you to be one of those names you always mention and make references to? How about you see it as a time for you to start a revolution for peace? As youth, we are very energetic. We have so much energy. In the past, probably we've used it for the wrong reasons, but it doesn't change anything. Now we can channel it for the right cause, for the right reasons. So we are so creative. We can write, we can sing, we can dance. We have so many skills. How about we use it and pass the right message, the right ideologies? How about you sing a song passing the right messages? One of the best messages I've ever listened to in my life: emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. That was said by Bob Marley. We all know him. He was a singer and entertainer, but he passed a message with the right ideology. What about sports? In the year 1936, Jesse Owens, just by winning 4 gold medals at the Olympics, he was able to change the plan of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. The plan then was to take advantage of the Olympics to show that there is iron supremacy, but just by winning gold medals. Now that takes me to something else I want to lay emphasis on: excellence. You have to be excellent in whatever you do. You have to change the narrative of our country. You cannot be lackadaisical about things you do. Now you take responsibility. It is your responsibility. You cannot stay back behind your phones, sending hate messages, laughing about jokes and memes on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You have to decide not to be indifferent. It's your responsibility. Now I said you have to pass the right ideologies. How do you know the right ideologies if you don't think? So you think everything around you is normal, corruption is normal. No, it's not normal. It's just what we've been sold and what you bought. If you reject it, it would not be normal. It will cease to be normal. You have to think. You have to challenge normal things you see around. You need to reason. You were born for a time like this to make change. There's a saying by Benjamin Rush. He said, freedom can only exist in a society of knowledge. A man who does not learn cannot know his rights. If you don't learn, you won't know your rights. If you don't learn, you cannot make a change. If you don't learn, you'll be a mental slave. Now there is something I want to emphasize on. When you spend so much time doing these things, you'll be too enlightened to be used by people. You'll be too enlightened to be manipulated. You'll be too determined to change our story. You'll be too patriotic to sell our future for money. Listen, it's not only about prosperity, it's about posterity. When you're focused, what you see is the bigger picture. Now, what is the bigger picture? It's a brighter future. When we look beyond our tribes, when we work together to make Nigeria a pyramid of accolade. When you see Nigeria as something worth saving, that's the bigger picture. And guess what? I'm not just talking. Revolution is possible. If you ask Rosa Parks, in the year 1955, on December 1st, a single woman, an African-American civil rights activist, she changed the story by refusing to relinquish her seat to a white man on a bus. Or is it Desmond Tutu, a South African? He's known as the moral conscience of South Africa. Because he promotes the message, the concept of forgiveness and reconciliation. You can make that change. You seated there, your thoughts count, your opinions matter, your skills, your talents, your abilities, they can be used for the right reasons. We need to look beyond our tribal differences. Yesterday I said, it doesn't matter if you're Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Ijaw, Christian, Muslim, poor, middle class, rich. We are first humans before we are any of these things. Even if we're different in our families, we have different people, different characters in one family, but you still stay. So don't tell me we can't stay together because we are different. We can stay together. The problem is just our intolerance. We cannot tolerate one another. We can't stand what's different from us. But you can, because Nigeria in itself represents peace. You need to see the picture of Nigeria. But then from primary school to secondary schools, we would say the pledge boldly and say, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. When you're faithful to your neighbor, regardless of his tribe. When you say you are loyal, you pledge your allegiance to Nigeria. So the motto represents something to you, unity and peace. Unity and faith, peace and progress. And our flag, the green, white, green, maybe we put it on our cars. The white represents something to you. It means peace. So it's not about fighting for war. It's about getting together to see that we are peaceful. Because we are Nigerians. We are Nigerians. Don't forget that. We are peaceful people. Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.